Messi tempted back into a rivalry for the ages. Bemo to United for £65 million. Chelsea hijack Dortmund's wonderkid with Bayern watching helplessly. Theo Hernandez, gone to Saudi Arabia in his prime. And Real Betis pull off a miracle to keep Antony. All that, and so much more, in today's episode. But first, yes, you already know what's coming. The classic, shameless, unapologetic like beg. Smash that like button, people. Let's hit 500 likes to keep this beautiful transfer chaos alive, and to slightly inflate my ego. Right then. Let's talk about money. Not just any money, nation-state money. Because Lionel Messi might be about to make the most expensive comeback in football history. We thought it was over. The Messi-Ronaldo rivalry? Done. Dusted. A beautiful chapter closed. But the Saudis? Oh, they don't do closed chapters. They want sequels. Bigger, shinier, and with $1 billion budget. Because Al Hilal, rivals to Ronaldo's Al Nassr, are gunning for the final piece in the footballing Mona Lisa. They want Messi. And they're not whispering behind the scenes, they're jetting across continents to make it happen. Fahad bin Naifal, Al Hilal's president, has reportedly flown straight to the US to meet Jorge Messi. No pitches, no PowerPoints, no philosophy. Just a number with 9 zeros, and a pen. And here's the wild part, Messi might actually say yes. Yes, his Inter Miami contract runs through 2025. Yes, he's a tourism ambassador for Saudi Arabia. But no, it's not about palm trees and international schools. Come on. This is about legacy money. The kind that echoes for generations. And don't forget the pride. At 38, imagine outshining Ronaldo once more, on a new stage, with the world watching. Forget MLS documentaries. This is Desert El Clasico. And it's very, very real. Would you watch a Saudi El Clasico? Be honest. Now, time for a fairy tale in green and white. Or maybe a financial thriller. Antony, the £85 million meme, laughed out of Old Trafford, has found redemption in Spain. 9 goals, 5 assists, and Real Betis fans treating him like the second coming. The Brazilian has found happiness again. A club that believes in him. A manager that trusts him. And he's even willing to take a 30% pay cut just to stay. But Manchester United, bless them, still want £40 million. Because they need to save face, and FFP rules say they can't sell for less than £32.5 million. For Betis, that's like shopping for a Ferrari with a tenner and a meal deal voucher. Until, plot twist. Enter Johnny Cardoso. Betis are about to sell him to Atletico Madrid for over £25 million. Suddenly, fantasy becomes reality. The funds are there. The deal is on. And if United blink first, they'll lose the only serious buyer in the room. Antony's redemption arc might just have a happy ending after all. Now, over in Barcelona, Frenkie de Jong is pulling off the greatest rebrand since Gareth Bale swapped golf for Real Madrid training. Remember when he was the financial scapegoat? The guy they begged United to buy? Now he's the cornerstone of Flick's new project. Laporta's golden boy. The spine of the rebuild. But here's the twist, the new contract isn't just sentimental, it's financial wizardry. By extending his deal, they spread his salary across more years, lower the amortization costs, and, boom, unlock salary space. That space? It's for Joan Garcia and their main man of the summer, Nico Williams. So Frenkie isn't just staying. He's unlocking the transfer window. From unwanted baggage to strategic linchpin, Frenkie might just be saving Barca's summer by staying exactly where he is. Meanwhile in Merseyside, trouble's brewing. Ibrahima Konate wants a new contract. Liverpool offered one. He saw the base salary and basically said, nah, mate. And who can blame him? At 26, Konate knows his worth. And with Real Madrid and PSG sniffing around, he's not exactly under pressure. In public, he's calm. In private? He's twisting Liverpool's arm with the smoothest grin in football. Now the Reds have a choice, bend the knee and risk breaking their wage structure, or play hardball and risk losing Van Dijk's long-term successor. Whatever happens, expect, that's another conversation, to become a meme at Anfield by next summer. And then, heartbreak in Milan. Theo Hernandez. One of the best left-backs in world football. Just 27. Gone. Al Hilal have done it again, signed a Champions League-level star in his prime. Not at 36. Not for a last payday. At the peak of his powers. €20 million net per year was the offer. And Milan? They get €30 million. A €10 million profit on paper, but a catastrophic loss on the pitch. This isn't just a transfer. It's a shift in the balance of power. The Saudis aren't building a retirement league. They're building elite squads. And with Theo now rushing to be registered for the Club World Cup, they're aiming to win now. If Milan can lose Theo at 27, who's safe? Speaking of instability, let's check in on Tottenham Hotspur, where Christian Romero is doing everything short of waving a sign saying, "I want out." The vice-captain has taken subtle digs at the club, shaded the medical staff, and praised Postecoglou like he just left a utopia. All while Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone flirt shamelessly in public. Daniel Levy, of course, isn't blinking. £60 million or nothing. But the damage might already be done. Thomas Frank hasn't even settled into his office, and the player he's meant to build around is dropping cryptic Insta stories and dreaming of Madrid. What kind of Spurs project are we looking at if Romero stays against his will? That dressing room could get toxic, fast. Over at Chelsea, the search for a right winger has gone from a quiet need to full-blown emergency surgery. Garnacho? Rejected. Sancho? Too pricey. Maduk? Probably on the way out. Enter Jamie Gittins. The Dortmund starlet. Just 20 years old. And very expensive. Chelsea came in with €55 million. Dortmund laughed. Chelsea came back with €65 million. Dortmund said thank you, come again. This was a brute force signing. And now the dominoes fall. First, Gittins has a 7-year deal and a mountain of pressure. Second, Chelsea's wage bill balloons. Third, players like Nkunku and Joao Felix are suddenly in the firing line for exits. This is the Boli blueprint: go young, go early, pay big. Now we wait to see if it works. And finally, Manchester United have done something they haven't done in years, made a smart, strategic, non-panic signing. Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo is Old Trafford bound for £65 million. And make no mistake, this isn't a luxury buy. This is tactical execution. New boss Ruben Amorim runs a 3-4-2-1 system that needs high-pressing, interchangeable attackers. Not flashy wingers with no end product. Mbeumo is tailor-made. He's Premier League proven. He works. He runs. He creates. He fits. This move isn't just the death knell for Antony, it's a full stop on a failed era. No more Eredivisie hype jobs. No more blind agent deals. This is cold, clean football logic. Brentford, of course, are laughing all the way to the bank. They paid £6 million for him. They've just bagged 65, with bonuses. Their best sale ever, by miles. For once, United look like they have a plan. The rebuild has begun. And it actually makes sense.